Hi guys, welcome to Tutorial Grid. Now I know it's been a while since we've actually made some tutorials for you guys. Been really busy with clients, making music videos, and actually getting a couple artists signed to record labels. But in recent events, we actually got one of our videos featured on Kotaku's video game website. Now, there's been a lot of stipulation with Kotaku saying that we actually use the Avid video editor, and people are like, oh, why would you use Avid, and blah, 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 blah. We actually did not use Avid. We actually use Adobe Premiere and After Effects to create all of our videos. I don't like the Avid video software, but, you know, if you do, it's fine, it's cool. But Avid is just a name. Avid means enthusiastic, very driven for, like, media and stuff like that. So I thought Avid would be a great name for a company. So that's actually what it means. But in light of that, go ahead and go over to Avid Productions 479. Like us on Facebook. That would be awesome. We are the guys who made the videos. But we would like to show you today how to export things in Adobe Premiere. Now I actually have the project file up for the Zelda video, which is all After Effects and Premiere, which we have a couple still images from my Sony 390. But basically, how to export a video. We have our time lapse, or not our time lapse, but we have our this is our export right here. You're going to want to line that up to where you want to export at. And then you're going to go to File. You're going to go down to Export Media. Now, there are a few different ways you can export things. Now, on this one, I wanted a what's called a widescreen or a letterbox view. Notice we have on the sides here, we have a black box. Now, in order to do that, we actually have to go down to 2 by 21 by 1 widescreen aspect ratio. Then you have to slide those down, and that'll actually output that as a letterbox instead of a 16 by 9 view. Now, if you are actually, there are a bunch of different encodes and Xcodes you can use to export your videos at. Now, if you're using DV footage, you're most likely going to be using Microsoft AVI footage. Now, the AVIs are really good, but they're just not as advanced as like H.264s or MPEG-2s or anything like that. AVRs are mostly for raw footage, as well as like DV tape footage for SD. Now you can do 24p DV, you can do DVD and TSC, PAL if you're in Europe, and a bunch of different other encodes, which I really don't ever get into. Usually in my footage I use 24p, but this is only if you're using SD footage right now. So in Microsoft AVI you're only using DV SD footage. Now pretty much these are going to be your basic settings. It's not going to really let you change a whole lot. This right here is what they call 4:3, which is going to be the standard square pixel. And then you are also going to have widescreen if you want to go at wide. And then also you want to always render at maximum depth, 24-bit, and that should be good. But if you're wanting to do like a internet video or anything like that, you're always going to want to use H.264. Now H.264 is going to be your highest quality video for internet, YouTube, and all that stuff. So whenever you get to H.264, you're going to go down over here and you're going to find which type of codec you're going to want to use. Now if you're using 1080p 24 like I am, you're going to want to go to HDTV 1080p 4. But then you're going to go to 23.976, and then you'll go down to 16 by 9. Actually, you'll be at 221. And then you're going to go to source, and you're going to see this little box here. Now you're going to pull all that down. You're going to make sure that lines up. Now that lines up pretty good, but basically you get kind of the idea. Render at maximum depth. And this is probably one of the most important parts right here. The VBRs, I never use VBR. I always use CBR, which CBR is going to have your maximum depth. and it's going to be able to pull in. It's not going to have any variable bitrate, which is actually what VBR means. CBR is a constant bitrate, so the actual bitrate does not change whenever like an audio spike goes up or anything like that. Whenever I render out a video, I usually render it out at about 12, and it's going to have your least amount of compression for my type of video formats. And after that, I'm pretty sure that's going to be all we're going to change. So, and then whenever you're exporting, you can either use export, which is going to export the actual settings here and export it through Premiere, or you can hit Q. Now, if you hit Q, it'll go through the media encoder, which you can queue several different media projects. So like if you're doing a movie or anything like that, if you have several different timelines, you can queue different timelines. But that's pretty much how you do it. Again, this is Cherokee over at Tutorial Grid, so if you have any questions, please put them down in the comments, as well as check out Avid Productions 479 at the Facebook, and make sure to like us. But anyway, I will see you guys later.